cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I fucks with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, knowledge you're not finna get nobody's college. And we gave away that chili for $31,000, but it's not stopping now, man. When we get to 40,000 subscribers, we're doing another chili giveaway. So make sure that you hit that like, hit that comment, hit that get subscribe button. No long intro. Let's just get into the content. Man, I want to give a big shout out to Big Shot Ammo, another page that I'll be watching. Make sure that y'all show him some love. He got a lot of good things going on in the YouTube space. He gives you a lot of information about, holding the blower, pow pow and all that kind of stuff. He gives you some information you need, some news you can use. But right now we're talking about this Chud the Builder situation, and we got I forget the dude's name, but he's kind of like pompous, Myron or something like that. It's not Myron, a New York dude. It's another one of the dudes from like Fresh and Fit. He's like Middle Eastern or something. I don't know, but he get into it with Akademiks. Let's jump into this content.
Been some rekindling a little bit between DJ Akademiks and Myron. Looks like they were trying to have a spirited debate.
Pompous, annoying. His face is very punchable. It's like you want to run his face into your fist. You feel me? You just want to run his face right into your fist.
About any follow-ups from this Chud the Butt Plug situation. Now, I did want to give a perspective because, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't accurately state that Myron was a part of the FBI. He actually wasn't. He was a part of the Homeland Security. Well, he was part of HSA. So he was a field agent for the most part, from what I understand. But he doesn't have the most accurate understanding of the laws. Like, he understands it from maybe from a law enforcement perspective, but he doesn't understand it in totality from a civilian perspective, in which he is a civilian. He gave capabilities a long time ago. But what we're going to do is actually get a reaction from him and Akademiks and see like what we can learn from this situation. Because I think this has been a debate that's been kind of going viral on Twitter, in which I thought I saw some contradictions, which is not unseen for Myron. This is one contradicting motherfucker right here. So we gonna see what we can get.
He's talking about people that share that skin color, but there's still people that say, nah, he's not talking about me. He's talking about y'all ghetto black people, y'all black people who choose gangs, y'all love violence, the ratchet motherfuckers. And we all kind of do that disassociating to a certain extent. I don't like to be associated with ratchet motherfuckers who black, but at the end of the day, this Chud dude, you could tell his whole thing he was saying it about all black people, bro.
Okay.
Like, this wasn't like, I hate gang members.
Okay, so let's assume all that is true. It still doesn't justify the black dude from punching him. Case closed.
No, we're not saying it's justified.
Case closed.
I thought it was inevitable, and I thought he got off light.
Fair.
I actually thought somebody...
No. Freedom of speech does not make you exempt from consequence. So if you decide to use your freedom of speech in a way that's flu-flammers, skullduggerous, larcenous, harmful to another person, and they decide to use their freedom of speech to open up, say, a can of whoop a double, then that's just what it is, big dog. But freedom of speech is still within reasonable use. Freedom of speech doesn't give you a right to just go around and just be abusing people and attacking people and walking around saying, oh, you're chimping out, blah, 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 and antagonizing people. That's not the intended usage of your freedom of speech, big dog. It's just not.
But does he still have a right to defend himself?
Yeah, no, he does. He does. Proportionally.
Case closed.
No, proportionally.
Case closed.
That's not proportional.
We don't know. We don't know because we didn't see it.
You do. One thing that you have to understand is that proportionality is the main thing. Disparity of force is one of the main archetypes of what's going to give either a credence of innocent or guilty, as well as a litany of other things as well. But what I'm saying more so than anything, you cannot pull a firearm just because you get punched in the face. That's cowardly.
That's not reasonable. No judge is gonna say, oh, because you got punched in the face, you should pull a firearm. Your life is still not in danger. You feel me? Now, if you were getting severely beaten by 4 men and you pulled a firearm, that's different. But if you antagonize somebody and then they punch you in the mouth and you pull the firearm, the judge ain't gonna let you fly on that one, bro.
A coward. But more than anything, let's just, let's see.
I'll concede the first part. I'm continuing to tell you proportionally, because let me tell you this. I would love to see this case materialize, and I can't wait till it goes to trial, because I'm telling you, it's a reason why I got 3 different gun permits to try to carry in every single state. That if I happen to not have my 2 or 3 security guards with me, and I see somebody playing with me, and they do something, and if they even breathe a fucking like a list of hot air on me, I want to be able to murder them right there.
Let me ask you this.
That'd be amazing.
Let me ask you this.
I'll go live right there, but that's not legal. It's just not legal, brother. You just can't murder people because they punched you.
All right,
like,
Ak,
I wish this could.
Let me ask you this then, Ak. Let's say Rory walks up on you and hits you in the back of the head and you're armed. What are you doing?
I'm fighting him. Deadass.
Okay, you're gonna squabble up after he hits you in the back of the head and you're disoriented and all that other stuff? After he chased after you?
No.
You see how he changed the wording? Like, I know y'all hear me say this, but this is why I always say there's the level of intellectual dishonesty, because it is. These people will try to play in your face and act like they're using some intellectual juxtaposition and trying to make it seem like, oh, you're not. But then they'll add in these couple of words to change up what they're actually saying to qualify it.
Hey, that's a smooth little 1-2 step. I'm finna take back to our side of YouTube. You niggas out here playing with intellectual dishonesty. That's a good one. It's a good one because it's the way that you're manipulating and playing with the words that's making you dishonest. Your dishonesty is not necessarily in your words; it's your intention and the way that your intention and your misusage of the words. It's your intent to deceive by using words that are intended to be used to show something solid. So basically, using words that are intended to prove something true to be something false. Use a flu flammer. That's really the definition of a flu flammer.
So that way then...
It really is the definition of a flu flammer. Like, you use a flu flammer, bro.
If you agree with it, then they'll say that you agree with their entire sentiment. It's stupid unless you fall for the trick. But let's see if Ak falls for the trick.
Well, okay, so you've created this different scenario where, like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I get that. No.
Because you're saying a punch, because, boom. There you go, bro. You don't even want to fight. Nigga, come on, man. Come on, Ak.
No.
Come on, Ak. Come on, man.
You've now created...
I'm sorry. This is how you know that dude is stupid. I'm sorry. He's just a dimwit. Because you just said... Well, you can tell when people are bad faith in their arguments. You could just tell in the smile. It's just bad faith. But he know that he didn't even make any points. That's why I just like, bro, come on, bro.
A situation where you're saying, I'm damn near unconscious. The dude just got punched, bro. Like, yo, play this.
Nigga, if Rory came up to you, bro, you're not squabbling. That nigga punched you in the back, you're pulling out the gun, bro.
You created a scenario that you're about to be unconscious. That's what you did.
How are you going to ask him a question, then when he give you an answer, argue his answer? That don't even make sense.
Swung at by Lil Baby's cameraman. You think I could say, let's hop out of the car and murder this nigga right here? No. The cops is right across the street, by the way. Would I be... Hold on, let me ask you a question. Because this is going to tell me... So, Lil Baby's man, right? He swung at me, right?
Okay.
Now, I am... Whatever you want to say, I'm in fear of everything.
Sure.
Right? It's a swing. Am I disoriented? I wasn't even hit. Can I murder him or not? All right, let's say I'm hit. I'm hit. Oh, shit. Can I murder him?
If you had...
He connected with you, but that's not what we're here to talk about.
Okay. If you had reasonable belief that you might get serious bodily injury, you absolutely can.
No, you can't. No, you cannot. I'm telling you as a CPL instructor, no, you cannot. That is a disparity of force.
Mind you, his whole job is to teach you gun rules and gun licensing and gun technique and all that so you can carry legally. So I'm going to take the nigga who get paid to do this every single day as advice. Shout out to Big Shot.
You are going to prison 10 times out of 10. It is a man... This is what I mean when there's this level of ignorance that gets positioned as fact. Because some people, and there's going to be a good amount of people who likes Myron, and they're going to take his sentiment because they're going to say he's a Homeland Security agent. And with him being a part of the HSA, he would understand firearm laws. So if he understands firearm laws, legal use of deadly force and things of that nature, you would usually take his perspective and give it credence. But you also have to understand too that when you are talking about law enforcement, they have a different privilege than what we have. They have an ability to shoot to kill. We have an ability to shoot to end the threat. What determines how we end the threat is what's the difference. But they have a protocol where they are operating on a shoot to kill basis when they do go that way. So there's completely different dynamics that he's not considering, nor because it seems like he just more. It seems just cowardly. I'm sorry, it just seems cowardly. But let's continue. I'm sorry, going on this rant.
Yeah, your immediate can't be to go to your firearm for non-life threatening situations. You know what I mean? I get everybody can have their situations, how they feel, whatever. But if you take this up with a judge and he determines that you just caught this body and you thought that you had a free one in a situation where you could have, fought or whatever, again, more than likely they're going to put you in a situation where you're going to end up in a penitentiary because your firearm is supposed to be used as a last resort.
This is my little wrench. These are my rants.
You absolutely can.
I've gone over this story even with my team.
I'm not bad at that.
So there was one person that was outside that, because my security drove off. They felt, because he had a bag with him, they felt he had a gun. And
so wait, what did you do when he swung on you? What did you do when he swung on you?
No, the security drove off because he swung into the car. Because he swung because he saw the car moving. We're having this conversation.
Okay, so y'all are you're in a car. He's not even in the car.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this? Let's say he got in your. Let's say you're not in a car. He walks right up to you, punches you in the face. What are you doing? You squabbling?
Squabbling.
Okay. You're okay.
No. Here's the thing though. So after full discussion of everything that happened, because one of my guys who was still there, but he was in another car, he said, "Yo, the dude was kind of almost like he was acting like he was clutching." But remember, you told us we couldn't bring our shit in the club, so he didn't have his joint. His shit was in his car. Anyway, long story short. At that point, I'm like, yo, if you thought he had a gun, I'm like, of course you. What you got to do with the fuck? If you think if he's like kind of because I think he was kind of like pump faking with one of my people or whatever. If you think he has a weapon on him, yeah, but like just a swing, bro, you can't murder. So, bro, I would love to have murdered.
But this isn't just a swing,
bro.
Bro, that wasn't just a swing though. It was a swing that connected.
Brother, if I listened to you, I would have murdered that nigga right now. And listen, that baby's a dumb nigga, not me. I'll get him.
Bro, okay, bro, you're in a car and the guy missed the swing. But again, we don't know. When the guy hit Chud, he could have saw stars, bro. We don't know.
If I was legal to shoot him, I would have killed him on the spot and I would have said I got hit. Deadass. But you can't do that, my nigga.
You can't.
I would have literally said, "Oh, he did hit me, bro." He's online saying he hit.
Can't do it. That doesn't give you a right. Because somebody punched you, does not give you a right to take a life. And that be the thing. You niggas be feeling like, oh yeah, I'm gonna catch a free body. Oh, you put your hands on me, nigga, I'm gonna catch a free body. I'm gonna blah blah blah. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do blah blah. My nigga, you are going to end up in jail. Jail. It's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go.
I would have said he hit me, murdered him, and then I would have been doing some 4 p.m. shit.
Okay.
I'm so glad that Akademiks was paying attention in those CPL classes. I'm so glad that whoever his trainer is, drilled into his head on how to move when it comes to the legal use of force and how it can and cannot be utilized. Because what he's saying is factual. You cannot shoot somebody just because you get punched in the face. The disparity of forces there. I have something that could kill you. A punch isn't going to kill you. Can it kill you? Yes, there is a small percentage of a chance that it can. But that's the same thing as like, let's say if a basketball is thrown at you or anything like that, there's always a small percentage of something could potentially end your life. Like, let's say even if this camera was to fall on me, there's a potential, right? But there's a difference for a disparity of force factor. And when you have something that is meant to cause deadly force, you have to operate within the rules and the parameters that confine that.
Yeah.
And if you operate outside of that rule,
your rules and your protocols for your fists are not the rules and your protocols for your hands.
it's off the table. Your self-defense is off the table. And he operated outside those rules. He instigated the situation. He from what is indicated in the video that they've stated, because all of these people talking, saying that what they're saying or what they're theorizing and all that stuff like that.
We got Mac Dunn Hunted and Young Ant in the building. Yeah, what's good?
Let's get it.
Y'all ready to break down this game?
Born ready. You know it, Chad.
You ain't running nothing here, Mac.
You disrespected me on my own set? Watch this, Alex 4-Day-6. What you gonna do, sweat on me?
Yeah, this Young Ant right here in the Miss Layup studio.
He got warrants. Come get him. That's him right there. What the hell? I ain't do nothing.
Hands where we can see him.
Yeah, cuff his ass.
This is bullshit.
That's what happens when you fuck with a real one. You snitch, Mac? Hey, get off me. Move it. You're out. I was just protecting the set, Alex 46. That's street justice. And
My bad. Let's get back into this.
They've stated, because all of these people talking, saying that what they're saying or what they're theorizing and all that stuff like that, none of that has any consistency or credence as much as the doggone courthouse's video outside. They got the dang video. So how are you going to tell?
That's right. This whole thing did happen outside of a courthouse. That's pretty much an open and shut case.
Everybody else's stuff, when they have the video of him clutching first, him doing all the extra stuff, that's... But let's continue, because there's a level of hypocrisy that I'm about to show with Myron.
That's, you would go to jail because you lied. But this one, we have footage of the guy punching him. We literally have footage of the guy punching him.
There's no video of the swing. So it's literally me and my bodyguard and like people.
You're gonna need. You're gonna need witnesses. You're gonna need witnesses. But that.
All right, but they're all gonna back me up. He did.
That's not analogous to this.
He did me. I murdered him.
Okay, but that's not analogous to this because Chud actually did get hit. Chud did get hit.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I would have went to jail. Right? I'm gonna tell you why. The dude swings because the dude is having this conversation, sucking little baby's dick, and your bodyguard starts driving off. He swings because the car is moving. Let's say he does hit you. So you have a clear way to get away, and then
you stop. That boy was paying attention.
You stop and you turn around and engage. That's where you're going to get in trouble at, because you got a clear way to get out. You felt like your life was in so much danger. Why didn't you proceed about your merry little way and get out that situation? If you felt like your life was in danger, why would you turn around and go back and advance in what's the word I'm looking for? Confront danger. That's stupid.
If you have an exit, if you have a way to remove yourself from that, that is the most logical and prudent course of action, because you cannot go by self-defense or justify self-defense when you had an ability to escape and or get away from the situation, and it wasn't deadly. No part of it was a deadly force situation.
You hop out and reacting to a swing, you take out a gun and murder him?
Can't do that.
You're going to jail.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
But that's not the fact pattern. Bro, that is literally not the fact pattern whatsoever with Chud.
What?
How? Bro, he gets hit. He gets
bro, you were in a car, nigga. Like, you were in a car. Come on, Ack. You can't. Yo, the Eddie's killing you right now, bro. Yo, come on, Ack. Come on, man.
But nobody's killing Chud.
You're in a moving car. You're in a moving car. Like, what? And you missed a punch.
Nobody's killing Chud neither.
The dude punched him. The hit connected. Bro, the hit connected. Bro, okay.
Myron,
all right, man. Bro, man.
Hey, man, I'm going to show y'all something real quick, because he talking about the hit connected, right? All right, so I was looking at this and I found... Well,
come on, Big Shot Ammo, break it down.
I was looking at some stuff and we found this. So this is all
right. What
you saying that you could punch it off is very different.
All right, let's go into a scenario. Okay, are black people adults and full-fledged members of society?
Absolutely.
So if they're adults and full-fledged members of society, right, that have autonomy, well, that also comes with responsibility. If you punch somebody for saying a word just because you're black, that actually looks bad on the black race. Because I'll tell you this, if I went to a Jewish neighborhood and started throwing Roman salutes and saying, fuck the Jews, I pretty much won't have to worry about anything. They're not going to come up and punch me because they're exercising self-restraint because they're adults. So your argument is basically, hey, bro, just don't say nigger because they don't have self-control and they're going to punch you in the face.
I know some Jewish people that would probably whoop your feet behind that, but...
That's basically what you're trying to say. Talking about haram this, haram that. You're a for that. Murtad, all these other bitch-ass shit that if they had told me this shit in person, I'll fucking punch them. Call me Murtad to my face, I'll fucking knock you out. Extremely disrespectful shit that they would never fucking say to me in person, ever. Because they know that it would be a warrant to knock them out right then and there.
Knocking somebody out and shooting them is totally different.
You literally...
Hold on. Myron. You got a lot of haters. And I'm asking you this because I'm going to be honest with you, because I fuck with you and you're my guy. I would hope you don't make this decision because it would hurt me so bad. If you see one of these haters, you got mad haters, and they be like, oh, ain't you that guy I be seeing on TikTok? You be like, oh, what do you mean? Be like, yo, you be the one that's saying X, Y, and Z. And then you try to chuck and be like, yo, what's up, bro? And he just punches you, and you got your gun. Are you going to shoot him?
If I'm disoriented, and, you know,
You're not disoriented, bro. Like, let's not make this up. You're not disoriented, bro. He's just like, he punches you, like, you know what it is now. It's a fight. It's either a fight or you could react anyway. But he punches you. You feel it. All right, bang. He punches you.
It depends. Again, can I access my gun safely without it getting taken away? Do I need to throw another punch? It's a dynamic situation.
Right on your hip.
I'm pulling that shit out and say, touch me again, you're gonna die.
Listening to Myron, you're gonna catch a life sentence.
That's where I'm not. You're account for that. Mortal, all these other bitch ass shit that if they had told me this shit in person, I'll fucking punch them. Call me Mortal to my face, I'll fucking knock you out. Extremely disrespectful shit. That they would never fucking say to me in person. Ever. Because they know that it would be a warrant to knock them out right then and there.
Seems like Myron can't control himself.
All right, would it be
You
fair to
saying that
say...
you could punch it off? Okay, all right. So you say you're gonna give a warrant? Okay, all right. That might be a little bit different.
Yeah, if I have, but keep in mind, that's if I have the privilege of even being able to create distance to do that, right? But I might have to just pull it out and go like this. There's a reason why they teach you in the academy. Once you draw it, you immediately put it like this and shoot. This is what they do that for, to teach you how to do that. So like, again, bro, like self-defense is a dynamic thing. And I know a lot of people in your chat are mad and they don't want to hear that shit. But the reality is, bro, is the dude closed the distance. He punched Chud first. Chud shot.
What he's trying to say is dynamic critical incidences are usually fast and they're usually close. So I understand what he's trying to state with that, but that's still some bullshit because what he's also indicating is what his former law enforcement training stated as far as shoot to kill. Because if you do have to use your firearm, they want you to be able to go from the hip sometimes if you're able to do so. Because a lot of people are not capable of doing holster draws. Trust me, I got a lot of videos of police officers, sheriffs, and all of them shooting themselves in the knee because they don't know how to do proper.
You don't know how to shoot off the hip, bust yourself right in your kneecap like a goofball.
Holster draws. Outside of that, what he's also still indicating too is that as a civilian, as a citizen,
Imagine getting to it with a wheel. He tried to arrest you and then he pop himself in the knee. I'm leaving you there. You out of there. You on your own. You on your own, big dog. I'm out of here.
he one contradicts himself because
I'm a real one though. I hit the radio for you, man down. This goofy then took one to himself. I'm gone. Be all right.
we just played
Be about your business, Blair.
that back to back.
Shouldn't have been resisting.
And two, he's scared. He's a coward. And three, he would pull a firearm getting punched in the face and he would probably end up going to jail.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not even lying to you. Because what they're going to say is, why did you pull out the firearm when all he did was punch you? Now, if you want to call the police and then report it, that's one thing. But you pulling a firearm, you're escalating the situation. You're not de-escalating nor removing yourself, nor are you defending yourself at that point, because now you've escalated it from just fisticuffs to now deadly. You've raised the bar. You've implemented an instrument that deals that provides deadly force, while he only implemented an instrument that you have yourself, which is your fists. You're going to jail.
Got him after. We don't know what happened after he punched him, but we heard some struggling. Witnesses are saying that it was provoked. Look, if that's the fact pattern, Chud has a very strong self-defense case. Of course, I can always change. I reserve the right to change my opinion on the matter if the video evidence shows different, because I'm, always for the truth. But based on me talking to witnesses, reading different things, and people that watch the stream, they're the best credible witnesses we got right now.
That was his way of copping out. That was his way of saying, like, oh, I know I'm just saying all this derogatory and bigoted stuff, but if I just happen to be wrong, don't hold it against me. No, we holding it against you. You're a dumbass. I mean, I'm trying to keep my stuff together.
The sus part of what you read is that they said that Chud never said like some racial inciting language. I'm like, you realize that? I'll ask my child about your.
You didn't call him a nigger, is what they're trying to say. He said, or what, you're going to chip out.
Well, sensibilities might be different. If a white
Myron saying that is
Myron is something is incredibly wrong with this guy. The intent was to offend, and that's the mission that was accomplished, and that's what it was, to be racially offensive. So no matter what the exact word that was used, the intention was to be racially offensive, and that's never acceptable. So I'm not sure what Myron's getting out of this. I've never really consumed too much of Myron's content for real. I'm aware of what he's about. I've consumed enough to know that it's not for me, but I'm not sure what his point is with this one.
still problematic for me. This dude is Sudanese. Why are you using that term as if you're like Black American or anything of that nature? Just because you have darker pigmentation don't mean that you have the right to be able to say that stuff. You're not part of our struggle situation nor lineage. Like, Ak comes from Jamaica. There is the Atlantic slave trade definitely was in the Caribbean, so there's more of a grace pattern for that. You, on the other hand, no.
White dude says to me, "Yo, bro, I don't want you chimping out on me." I feel highly offensive about.
Would you hit him? Would you hit him?
Just off that, no. But I would be like,
there you go,
get away from
bro. You're an adult, unlike the dumb nigga that hit him. See the difference?
Hold on.
Here's the problem with blacks, bro. I know your audience is about to get mad as hell right now, bro. Black people never take accountability, bro. Real talk, they never do. It's like, oh, you called me a nigger.
Saying he's guilty of assault.
Like,
I'm saying he's guilty of assault, but not because he's guilty of assault means it was warranted for him to be shot.
You heard what he just said, right? You heard what he just said, right?
say talking about haram this, haram that. You're account for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Myron's going back on his point because, again, he said that if he was attacked, he's saying if he was ever attacked in a racial aspect, he would be, ready to get physical. He's going to take it to a physical realm. So I guess, is he himself the slowpoke that he's accusing others of being?
Murtad, all these other bitch ass shit that if they had told me this shit in person, I'll fucking punch them. Call me Murtad to my face, I'll fucking knock you out. Extremely disrespectful shit. That they would never fucking say to me in person. Ever. Because they know that it would be a warrant to knock them out right then and there. Again, it's all the facts and circumstances that led to him pulling out the gun. You literally have said multiple times, if you get punched, you have the right to defend yourself.
Defending yourself proportionately. All right, we're going to stop it right here, people, because sometimes you have to realize when you talk to a brick wall, especially a person with a chia pet hairline, like this dude does not feel comfortable with himself. That's why he has to get these type of things like...
Chia pet hairline was sick. But make sure y'all check out Big Shot Ammo, man. I enjoy his content. Hopefully you will too. We up out here to the next one. Red dots to the left. You know the rest.
Still work for the neighborhood hero. We got all four corners. TMC, the Meltdown definitely continue. Mr. Burger right here, live in the flesh. We out here, nigga. Trap news. You know that, nigga.
Dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall, 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's never outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboard. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Fake is hella fake, I know what enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.